Hello, welcome back to Sipology blog. I'm Josh, your host here, and I have been since 2010. It's hard to believe and by we I mean I've been doing this for 10 years. Good vintages, bad vintages, through the bourbon boom, all that crazy stuff. But right now, it is Wine Wednesday. And as usual, I have a Michigan wine here. This is from our good friends at Shady Lane Cellars on Leelanau Peninsula in northern Michigan, northwestern Michigan to be specific. Leelanau Peninsula is west of Old Mission Peninsula, and it's bigger than Old Mission Peninsula, but has somewhat similar geology. But it has a lot more wineries as well. One of the better ones, or one of the really good ones, I should say, not to make it sound like a left-handed compliment, is Shady Lane. They have a beautiful winery, which you can see on the label there, and they are their address is in Sutton's Bay, which is a town just west of Traverse City. There's some other wineries in Sutton's Bay, at least that have their addresses there. I've got a jet going overhead here. Hope it's not that blue thunder deal or whatever that is. I think it's just an isolated jet. So we will soldier on. So Sutton's Bay is also home to Black Star Farms, another favorite of me at Sipology blog, another favorite of mine. So this one right here is called Coop de Blanc. It is made primarily of Vignoles, which is a hybrid of unknown parentage. It was originally thought to be spawned from Pinot Noir and another hybrid, but genetic testing has proved that is not how it came to be, that it actually has unknown parents. So wherever this mysterious stranger Vignoles came from, I'm very glad it found us. It is most often made into sweet or semi-sweet wines, often made into dessert wines. It's grown in Michigan. It's grown a little bit more widely other places, but we still got a good amount of it here in the Great Lakes state. And one thing that's distinctive about Vignoles is that, unlike many hybrids, it's actually susceptible to the noble rot that we often see in Auslese and Beerenauslese and Trockenbeerenauslese and other German dessert wines. And what it does, it's botrytis. I'm not good at pronouncing that word. I think that's the scientific name for it. Anyway, what it does is it's a fungus that attacks the grapes, and in most grapes, it's bad. It damages the grapes and screws everything up. So you want to avoid it. That's why rain at harvest time is generally kind of a bad thing, because it can lead to stuff like that, other sorts of damage. However, with some grapes like Riesling and Vignoles here, what it does when it attacks the grapes, it turns them into kind of raisiny, shriveled little things that end up concentrating the flavor and the juice and the sugars, and can make for a very good dessert wine. Sort of similar to some of the Passito, I think that's what it's called, raisin wines that are made in Italy. It's the same principle, and even ice wine. The ice does the same thing that the noble rot does, and concentrates the flavors and aromas and sugars in the grapes. So, all that said, let's get down to tasting. So, but first, the vital statistics. Like I said, Shady Lane is located in Suttons Bay, Michigan, on the Leelanau Peninsula. It's made from 100% Vignoles, as far as I know. It's not sold as a varietal, so there could be some other stuff in there, but it's certainly mostly Vignole. It certainly tastes like it. It's 11.5% alcohol by volume, and it cost me $12, and I believe I got it at the Michigan by the Bottle Wine Club. It came in there. Shady Lane is one of their wineries that they work with. So let's take a look at the color. This is a 2016, which is normally longer than I would let a kind of sweet-ish, kind of table-ish wine, white wine like this, to age. So I would say it has like a medium gold color. On the nose, I get applesauce. I get a little bit of like indoor swimming pool. I know it's a strange note, but I get it in some things. Not sure what that was. A little bit of pineapple and some gravel. On the palate, it's full-bodied. I'll get orange blossom honey, lemon thyme, and maybe like some sweet apple, like maybe honey crisp, or kind of one of the sweeter dessert apple varieties. In the finish, get some canned peaches and cut apple. As it warms up, the acid comes out a little bit more, which lends it a little bit more balance, and so the apple, especially in the finish, is kind of more towards like a Granny Smith or tart apple variety than the kind of Honey Crisp or Paula sort of taste on the palate. This wine cost me $12. And like I said, it came in the wine club, and I think it's definitely worth that. It's definitely sweet. If you don't like sweet wines, you probably won't like this. But I'm relatively tolerant to it. I actually like a lot of them, sweet wines. So I'm going to recommend this. And I would never expect to kind of cellar a sweet table wine like this for going on 4 years like this one has. But it's really held up very well, and it's really a beautiful, delicious wine that works well as a dessert wine, but it also goes well with food. I had it tonight with some homemade sauerkraut and smoked kielbasa, and it held up beautifully. The sweetness really kind of balanced out the sour and salty, fatty flavors going on in that dish. So, if you see this vintage or later vintages, I would recommend that you buy one if you enjoy sweet wines. That's all I got to say tonight. So hope you and yours are all doing well, and we're trying to hold it down. We're trying to hold it down around here. I gave myself a haircut, the second haircut in quarantine this week. It didn't turn out great. I took a little bit too much off the sides. I forgot what guard I used last time to cut the side of my hair and went too small, but it'll grow out, as these things always do. All right, take care, peace, and I'll see you next time.